started as a COVID compliance officer, and we shot it again, and I was a PA and an extra and a set designer. So I wore a lot of hats, and I just loved all of it. I'm just so grateful to not just be related to you, but to have worked with you. I got my first film credit, which is so exciting, so thank you. And I'll make it quick, but from the beginning, when I sat with her and watched some auditions, like I was just moved from the beginning, and I was just like, this is beautiful, and this is gonna come to life so amazing, and I just loved being part of the whole thing, so thank you.
Yeah!
We pulled together clearly a very lovely motley crew, talented crew of folks. And this is a very heavy subject, but you delivered it so beautifully. Won't you guys agree?
Yeah!
Many of us know somebody who've had some sort of experience similar to this, and I just wonder what your process was to get it from, you said it's a personal experience or a personal story that you wanted to bring. So how did you get from, having the idea to create it to here we are today celebrating with you?
Thank you. As I said, I had written it. I'd gone to Antioch University and studied creative writing to finish my undergraduate degree. And I had written it then, but then I put it away, which is, I felt like I need to keep the secret, right? And I was reading Roxane Gay's book called Hunger. And it's about how she was gang raped at 12 by her friend and his friends. And after reading that book, it kind of changed something in my DNA. Like I just felt like it moved me. And it was so powerful hearing her story that I needed to, by any means necessary, just tell this story, for myself and for somebody, because I knew it would touch at least one person, and I knew that would be beneficial. And really, I chose this story, really, it was AFI saying, going back and saying, hey, you need to write something more personal, apply again. And so that's when I brought Nikki on, and I was like, okay, this is the story. And then I did apply, and then COVID happened, and they returned my money, so. I don't know. So I said, wait a minute, I went to film school, I know how to make a movie, I'm just gonna do it. And I had a lot of people who didn't are any of my crowdfunding people here? Because if you gave money, if you worked on the campaign, please stand up, because I just want to acknowledge you. And I'm just so grateful for this team, but it really was, I decided to make it my full-time job to raise money. It took that, like every day, going on the IG, doing reels, and I never did that before. So it was exciting, but it was also like, what am I doing? Am I too old for this? Like, what, really? But I had, as you can see, I have a variety of talents and ages and interests and, everything. So I just pulled people's experiences, and I got a lot of support because I asked for it, And I say, just ask for help if you don't know, because that's the only way that I got this done, And then John called me and said, hey, Sandra might be interested. And I'm like, okay. So he's like a godfather for me as well. So it's been a journey and a process, but I learned so much. Like one of my, Pam, when are you in the house? Pam, okay. So I was baking red velvet cakes for people. That's part of my campaign, and I delivered my, thing. She bought one, and she invited me in for tea, and then when she just lifted me up, it was a day that I will never really forget, because I had already shot it, and I felt like a failure. Like, I just felt like I failed. Am I supposed to be doing this? And you were like, of course, you learned in 4 weeks what people take years to learn. Now, raise the money and go to it and let me know if you need another donation. That was very amazing for me, and I will never forget it. Thank you. It's just people like that and everyone who just donated and the support is just beautiful. That's the only way I could do this.